What is going on, YouTube world? Welcome back to a brand new video. And as you guys can see, this is a Razr of 2024. Got that beautiful orange color, man. And durability has actually been holding up pretty well. I got it back in February, but the reason for this video is the fact that I have Android 15 on this device, finally. And Motorola's promises faster performance, faster app opening, things of that nature. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So as you guys can see here, it clearly says Android 15. Smarter, faster, and more secure. Enjoy smoother graphics, faster app performance, screen recording alerts, and easily switch between languages. And then as far as the security patch update, it's through March 1st of 2025. Now, that sucks. To be honest with you, it should be further along than that. I mean, March, come on now. But nonetheless, we have Android 15. So what feels different between Android 14 and Android 15 as far as overall performance of the device? So when it comes to certain things, I have to admit that there was a good amount of lag when it came to using the Moto Razr 2024. Not a lot, but just a good amount for you to notice it. So like simple things, swiping over to the left to get to your Google Discovery page for your articles and stories and whatnot. That used to be a little bit laggy. Bouncing in and out of applications was definitely a bit laggy as well. But that seems to have been fixed here for the device. Even things as far as opening up the camera app and switching over between wide angle, regular mode, 2x zoom or 2x where there, and macro, that seems to be improved as well. The device is going to have the MediaTek 7300X. It's an octa-core chipset. It's clocked at 2.5 gigs. GPU is the Mali G615. It's going to be a 6.9-inch display, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of internal storage. It is a 1080p by 2640 pixel display, 413 pixels per inch. And the exterior display is 1080p as well. Well, right at 1080p, if not like a little bit less than that. And it's at 90 hertz. The front or the internal display is 120 hertz here. And as you guys can see, we do have Android 15. It is currently running on the device. So it's kind of funny because I recently just made the switch, or just not the switch, but I went over to my Pixel 9 Pro. I've been using that for the past like couple weeks or so. And prior I was using this phone here. So I can't really determine or, come to a conclusion of what the call quality is like on it and using the network and everything. Because funny enough, I recently just made the switch to visible wireless as well too. I'm no longer on Verizon. So I got a video coming on that. So we can talk about that. As far as what Motorola promised here with the Android 15, everything does feel a bit more snappy. Opening up Amazon. Now, if you're an Amazon user like I am, you know how sometimes this app can be a little slow when it comes to certain phones, because it is a very big app. Like, it demands a lot. And, no matter what kind of phone you got, it's going to take a second or two to load up. But that was actually relatively quick. This is the Moto G Stylus here. Got my eyes on this one here, but I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place because I want to get the phone as soon as possible, but I know sales will come eventually. So I'm kind of like, hold off a little bit for it, but I don't know, I might bite the bullet pretty soon because I really do want that phone. So from day-to-day use, I can say for sure Motorola has definitely delivered on that promise. I feel the phone is actually performing a little bit better. And when we look at things like Geekbench and 22 Benchmark, I can compare it to you guys here because I just did a test here not so long ago. You can see the single core performance on Android 14 was at 1034, multi-core was 2943. And if you go over to Android 15, it's 1045 and multi-core is 2965. Now, that is not much of a difference at all. In fact, I had a test previously back in March where the multi-core actually performed better than that. So when it comes to overall performance, I don't see a big improvement on paper, but actual user experience is definitely better. There's no question about it. You will notice it, in my opinion, if you have the Moto Razr 2024. You will definitely notice it. Another thing too is with the 22 Benchmark here, the score is actually 3,000 points less than this number here. No, 3,000 points more, excuse me, than this number. So on paper, it actually seems to have gotten a little bit slower, but day-to-day usage, actual usage, real world usage, you're not really going to notice it slowing down, quote unquote. It's actually snappier. The animation seems to be a little bit more fluid when it comes to bouncing in and out of apps. So I'm a fan of that personally. So I don't think you're gonna have an issue when it comes to that there. Now, one of the main things with the Moto Razr of 2024 that I championed a lot was the fact that it had really good battery life for it to be a foldable phone. And I mean like impressive. So I would get like all day battery with this phone here. And it does come with a 30-watt fast charge and has wireless charge and all that good stuff. I haven't tested the battery on Android 15 yet, so that's something that I am pretty excited about. And I would definitely give you guys an update once that time comes. Overall performance of it, I do have to give them props. It feels good. I may end up actually using the phone for like a day or two on Visible to see if anything is improved in terms of like call quality, because that's one thing that I have to admit as of right now. The call quality was a little sketchy sometimes on Moto Razr. Also, the Wi-Fi connectivity is a little bit sketchy too. So, for example, just being at work, using the Wi-Fi at work, I would notice that, let's say I had my Moto Razr, not Moto Razr, my Moto G Style 2024. I would have it connected to Wi-Fi in full bars, no issues at all, connected all day. But on the Razr here, the actual connection would just be in and out consistently. So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with the Wi-Fi radio that's in here, like the antennas, as far as the components and what they're able to fit inside the phone here. The fact that it's foldable, did they have to go a little, weaker or less on the Moto Razr here 2024. And I also wonder if the 2024 Plus would actually be a little bit better. But we all know the 25 and everything is out. The Ultra 60 is out and all that good stuff. So that's pretty much going to be the talk of the town. But anywho, I can update you guys in a little bit here, probably like a week or so, and let you know how the battery life and everything is, and the overall performance of the camera, if any of that stuff improved. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and shut this video down, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.